Kia ora, and welcome to another playthrough of the Daily Flight on Sparrow Warfare, the upcoming game from Neon Aurelius. If you like what you see, jump into the Steam link below, get it on your wish list, and look out for future announcements from the developers. And if you're curious about any of the tiles that get played, any of the modifiers, then the wiki is also in the link below. Now, for those of you who saw the flight yesterday, it was a good fun one. The combo of modifiers just really knitted together, and I thought I'd done pretty well with a score of just under 3,000. And I'm blown away by some of the scores that came out yesterday. I mean, Demaria on 3,400, which I think is a record for Sparrow Warfare in total. Um, I tried a few times after I did the recording yesterday, and I still couldn't break 3,000, so I am very impressed with these scores. Somehow, looking at our modifiers for today, don't think we're going to get quite that high, but we'll see. So, as always, because I'm in New Zealand, I get to see the changeover first, so I always get to be top of the leaderboard for at least one one flight before other people get in and overtake. So what we're looking at today, we're still in the way of fire, so still looking at getting those that damage and fire damage will wear away our opponents even if we can't take them out in one hit. We have our clean dozen again, so we did have that yesterday with getting 12 wild tiles at the start of the game. It's a nice little starter boost for us. Counterbalanced by Halo of Flame, Run the Way of Fire. Everybody gets burning damage at the start of every level, so we can use the bird bath wild tiles to minimize the amount that we get hit, but we still have to keep an eye. It can be very easy to forget that we're just taking this damage every single time. And we also have Forgetful, discarding a random tile at the end of every turn. It's not fun, particularly if you have plans and you're setting something up for 2 or 3 turns. You could lose your key tile part way through, but it's good for the brain to try and adjust your strategy, adjust how it goes, have maybe a couple of different options in mind as you play. So without any further ado, we will jump into it and get into the first level. So yes, we've got a few of our spare wild tiles coming out, and whatever I do with my attack tiles, I'm likely to hit the beak. No, if I do 2, 3, and a 4, the attack tiles are all or nothing. So for this one, Sister Claws has 6, but with a 2, 3 is 5. The 4, we only use the 1. So that will take out Sister Claws. Again, try and avoid waking up the beekeeper, not only because it don't particularly like him attacking, but also that fire builds up, and we want him to be damaged as much as possible. So what I'm going to do here is going to use defense to get the way of fire, but also give us a bit of immunity. Again, stop that fire damage that we've already got going on us. And a couple of birds. The birds don't get fire damage until the start of next turn, so we still have to look at what we can do here. Well, we still need a little bit more defense, so let's add that Swooperoni in to blow them up next time. Bit of a pain that we've got our bird baths all coming out at once. They might as well just disappear for now, and similarly I'll wait and do Red Dragon next time if I need it. bomb going off this time, Shah will also get taken out. So at this point, I am just going to do a discard and take them out. Yeah. Nice quick clear out of the early birds. Didn't particularly want to lose my 4 flame, that's a bit of a pain, but that's how it goes. And let's see. Build up some defense and get some more tiles, see if we also draw out. I'll draw up possibility. That's not too bad. So let's again gonna risk drawing out another bird, but okay, so we're defense against Papa Hawk, that's not a problem. Build up a bit here. Okay, so we've got our bird bath. We've lost all of our fire defense that we had a couple of turns ago, so having bird bath now is going to be really useful. Now, bit of a pain because I've got a nice lot of defense up, but using the beaker, bit of a waste on fluff justice, but this also okay. Yeah. Oh, 1, 2, and 3. Always forget that the beaker gives the attack as well. So let's see what fire we can get out, and I don't tend to use ducks in a row a huge amount in the first level, so we can just use that as an extra 4 flame, which will give take Papa Hawk right down. And thankfully didn't lose our bird bath with that Forgetful. Okay, so don't need a huge amount of defense because Papa Hawk's going to get taken out no matter what we do, but we'll just boost that up and use Magic 9 Ball to see what else we can get. Oh, nice. Take out our low level attack and give us a green dragon. Again, not useful now, but will be useful later. Fully defended, so let's just build up that flame on for the Fury. Ooh. And a nice little spillover onto the beekeeper. Okay. Right, no more birds to come out, and the beekeeper's going to wake up next turn anyway, so we can just carry on attacking. Doesn't make any difference this time. And I'm going to use my ducks in a row just as a spare space, and then just discard down. Okay. Oh, nice. Let's start off with building up for just a couple for our defense tiles. Would like a little bit more defense. This is not good. Going to discard out some of these lower ones so that I can get a good value for the draw tile for each follower. Cool, and we got a Swooperoni. Gets us up to the defense that we need, and I can draw a few more tiles and attack through. Because now, not quite okay. Because if I can get him down to below 90, then with the bomb going off, that's him taken out. So we'll waste up a couple of these wild tiles. Oh! Oh no, with the burning? Have I got enough? I shall see. Yes, just. There we go. My mental maths is certainly not doing well on a Saturday afternoon. But let's see what the falconer has for us. It's quite nice that we've gone in with a full set of birds, so we can not worry too much about things. I would have liked to have not lost my beaker, but again, it's the risk that you take when you play with something that's going to destroy your tiles. But at least you've got a super only going for next time. No bird bath as yet, which is a bit of a pain. And at this point it's going to get, because I've got the super only going off, I don't particularly want to waste my flames on these birds, so we'll just take these guys out. And right, so right, 3, 4, and 5, and then draw out the tiles, just because 11's going to completely refill our hand and more, so let's use as few as, get as much benefit out of that as possible. But that does now mean I need a little bit more defense, so we've got 34 in defense that are needed. That's not good. Well, in fact, less than that, 31, because Hawkwood's getting taken out. So if I can just waste up that frostbite, again not needed. There we go. So we're now nicely defended, because both Abyss and Hawkwood will disappear with the flame. I really want one of my bird baths coming out now. This is the challenge. You get the flames, just because they go up by 3 every turn, it can get pretty nasty. Right, I've got enough defense to build up for Marjorie, I hope. I just miscalculated on that, I think. 12. I miscalculated. We'll need somebody to help us with our defense. Get Pom-Pom going, because we've got a number of these tiles that will get destroyed at the end of every turn, so that is very handy. Low level 1 tile. Maybe that'll be the one that gets... No! Draw and discard all tiles, the one that gets discarded. Okay. So we don't have to worry a huge amount about Marjorie and Jimmy, but let's give ourselves a little bit of fireproofing. And then we can discard out our low level ones, and we'll be get hit by the falconer. Definitely gonna need some more defense, but let's see what we draw out first. And nice green dragon. So I'm not hugely worried about either Adamar, not exactly sure how they're pronounced, Adamar, and Abandoned Egg. Abandoned Egg turns into Tiny Bang. So you can either attempt to take him down for 20 shield plus 25, or wait till next turn when he's got a 3 strength. So we can happily wait till next turn for that one. But we do need a lot more defense. Oh, Firestarter is nice for future. I'm going to take that one and then open up somebody else for other defense. Defend for the number of tiles in hand. That will hopefully... Nice. And get rid of those low value flames. Okay, right. This is a stupid amount of wild tiles to have in hand. So, what I might... This time I might actually take that, reverse the order, and go the other way. So, reverse the order, then the 4-5. Because I'm more likely to be able to take Buzz out. Tiny Bang's sorted, so if I can take Buzz out, then I just have to worry about the 17, and obviously any future flame from the Falconer. Build that up. Gonna need a lot more defense, gonna need a lot more tiles. Get some extra strength when tiles are destroyed. To draw 3 tiles. Now, let us hope greatly that 3 of these tiles are actually ones that I can use. Right. Yes, so thermal's coming in here. I'm gonna get rid of these guys, gain some extra defense, and draw some more tiles. And yeah, this takes out. So we are fully defended now, and I shall just use that as drawing an extra tile, but get the bomb to go off next turn. It's a really nice combo of loose cannon and pumperum. You get benefits of both, but sadly pumperum has now disappeared. So first things first, let's transfer 15 flame back across. Adamar will get taken out by the bomb anyway, but get that 14 over onto the Falconer. Before the Falconer heals up with everything anyway, but can't be helped. It would have been perfect for next turn if he hadn't just healed himself. That's really frustrating. What we do here? We're gonna need so much defense. Build up our strength as well with the magic 9 ball. There we go. And again, building up our strength and destroying a random hand tile. And it was a slot hog! Yes! That's good fun. Okay. Oh, not quite on defense. I need another 4. That was stupid. Rewards give us upgrades. Draw until we get a trapped bird tile. because we have no trapped birds now, so hopefully I'll get some more defense in this. Brilliant. And in fact, can we now with this just take him out? Get him down to below 15, and here we go. Don't have to worry about him attacking anyway. Lucky with that draw tiles coming out, because otherwise that could have been a bit sticky. Okay. Let's just start up with a bit of getting that defense going, because Hannibal will hit me back when I start to hit him. Take him out. Okay. And now I can throw a little, we'll do this the other end. 2, 3 and a 4. And a little bit of flame onto the poacher, but also get our Superoni going for next turn. Cool. So just fancy Ricky, bit of a shame, but I'm just gonna remove the burning. Bit of a waste of the defense, but I don't want to let that flame get too high. Pum-pa-rum, pum-pa-rum 4-7. Oh, and a healer. That's nice. See if we can. Yeah, a bit of extra defense just in case we draw out somebody gnarly, but nope. And at the very least, let's birdbath ourselves and know that we're going to start with a few extra wild tiles. Nice. Get our cannon fodder out at the same time as Pumper-Rum. And our Superoni. And get the defense boosted, even though we don't actually need it because we've taken out Dino already, but we can get rid of some of these low ones and then do no more trapped bird. Well, no trapped bird tiles in that sequence. So I'm just going to use that again, get a bomb going for next turn. No, I can live with a 3 damage and then use up our fireproof for next turn. I love Dino's little roar. Okay. Right. So this time we will definitely boosting up the high defense, but not needed because we are going to take Razzle Dazzle out, but it is useful for getting a long time for being fireproof. Now Poacher's going to destroy 3 tiles. We want him to destroy 3 because we get both Pumper-Rum and the strength bonus, but there's certainly tiles I don't particularly want to lose, so I'm going to get a little bit of a waste of the 6 attack, but oh, pick the wrong one. That's what happens when I'm looking at wrong screen. Well, at this point, might as well finish up, which means I'm going to draw more tiles and see if we can get out another bird, because otherwise their bomb's a little bit useless. There we go. Call both macaw branch cheap trick. So, ooh, how many slot hogs do I have? Have I got any going at the moment that have been accident or not accidentally have been discarded? No. So at the moment Barnstormer isn't useful, but will be in the future. If we can take out, I'm going to use the bird bath. Bit rubbish for, we don't need it, but it will give me another smoke tile which will build up strength when it gets destroyed. And again, ducks in a row, not necessarily useful, but now we've taken Macabra down enough that he'll be taken out with the Swooperoni. Okay, I can live with losing Barnstormer. I can live with using Cold Slap. I will leave that for a bit. So I won't mind too much which ones the poacher destroys. Because build up our strength. 1, 2. Okay, so getting ourselves a nice extra strength there. And very useful now that Joseph has come out. Because we're going to need a decent amount of defense. No, destroyed Barnstormer. So not hugely worried about that. I do need 18 plus 19 is 37, so I need a little bit more defense. So what have we got here? Upgrade the hand. And nice. So let's defend for 24. I think we're safe here. And take Joseph out. Sadly, not enough on the flames to be able to hit, but hopefully with the boost of our defences, we can quite easily take out King Mob, so I don't have to worry about needing 45 defence. Gonna just get rid of some of these low value stuff so that we can get as much use as possible out of the 19 tiles that we're about to draw. Yeah, just 2 cunts. So let's boost our defense and get a bit of extra strength from destroying a tile. Destroyed, got the same tile back. I'm not going to complain. And that'll take out 2 cunt. Now I know the poacher's going to destroy 5. I don't want to lose Firestarter, so but I'm okay with losing those other 4, or 3 of them with the 1 being discarded, because it boosts up our strength and we get the extras from Pumperom. If I get a 7 flame, I'm happy with that. I'm very happy with that. Right. Need 35 defense. Let's draw. Actually, let's draw up some tiles and then freeze the poacher, because then I don't have to worry about 35 defense. And now a bit of a pain that obviously all the defense tiles are drawn. I'll just and more freezing. Again, using that so that we get the smoke, because that was our last turn for cannon fodder and a couple more turns for pumper rum, so we might as well use those. I think here we're done, and I can freeze the poacher again this turn. So 17, because hopefully go. We just use that out, and there we go. We have taken out the poacher.
Fly free, little sparrow.
Oh, so that's interesting. So definitely didn't feel like quite as smooth flowing a run as yesterday, but I've managed to do better in my score, just the other side of the 3,000, having the no kings bonus, so no boss tiles, which we lose when we start off with all the boss tiles. But we've got all the perfected. This one also boosted with Nero, doing those, drawing those tiles that then get destroyed. So that gave us a little bit, will tip us over the 3,000, and our Albatross flights managed to get in under the 30 minutes. So I hope you enjoyed that run. Again, if you like what you see, check it out. Jump into the Steam link, and yeah, I will see you next time. Kia ora.